Hello and welcome to the D&D Grandma and the Family That Games Together podcast. For more about our history, please check us out on Twitter at D&D Grandma or on Facebook at The Family That Games Together. We hope you have as much fun listening to our story as we did creating it. Now, sit back and enjoy. And we're back.
Okay.
Well, we're back. We're back at the house, long resting. You've all gone to bed for the evening.
I would like to take the 2 o'clock shift.
Oh, you're having watches?
Aren't we?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we
we're
do
still
have
having
to.
lunch.
Okay. Who's taking the first watch?
I will.
I want to do the 2 o'clock
Oh.
watch.
Okay, that's great. I'm gonna perceive, because I got a 5, that it's nighttime.
It's dark outside.
It's
yes.
dark. Okay.
Second watch.
I'll do
I'm
it.
doing last.
I'll do it.
I'm going to do the second to last.
Okay.
Ah.
Okay, Nulara, perception check.
She's so proud of herself.
+6.
Whoa!
Big numbers.
She sees the stars moving in the night sky.
Yes, you perceive reality. That roll, quiet night passes.
Okay.
Your watch comes and goes. House is all is quiet in the house.
Excellent.
And I think Laura goes now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Umbra.
20.
Yeah,
Damn.
high numbers.
You hear outside the house
Oh
Oh,
crap.
fuck.
a slight fluttering, and then
Oh.
outside,
On the front door, like at the
outside
front
the
door?
front door.
Is that P word?
Outside the front door.
Mhm.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure I know what that is. So I'm going to, sorry, I don't know the house that well. Everybody's got rooms upstairs.
It's all one floor.
It's all one floor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So then I'm using my nimbleness to basically dash and just run through all the rooms and yank everyone.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
I don't like that.
Ooh. Well, I mean, that's a 19 on the die. I don't think I'm proficient in wisdom. No.
Yeah, you're able to. You feel something about to take hold,
Yeah.
and you're able to break through it.
Okay.
So, Umbra is Paul revering this shit right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Two arms! Two arms!
She wakes me up silently, though, right? She's just sneaking around.
That's up to you.
Bring out your dad! And I'm just running room to room.
I'm not.
Bring out my...
dead.
Yeah, I definitely wake up. I'm not dead. Okay, I walk out. I come out. I say, what's going on?
Are you waking everyone up?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Pour first.
You go for Tor first. Okay. Then just to get a sense of what order things are happening, and like I said, this isn't necessarily for a combat, I would like Nulara, Ember, and Sashim to all roll initiative.
Did I get a rest or no?
Not yet. You didn't get a full rest in.
Bastards.
19.
With your -1? So 19. So you rolled a 20.
That
Okay.
was a 20.
Oh, look at
Nulara
you.
19. Sashim,
You go last.
eventually. Got it. Ember.
13.
Cool. Okay. So you're going for Tor first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to say that you go get Tor, and with that roll, you just continue right on to get the next person.
Mm-hmm.
But Nulara, you hear the commotion outside the door. Tor, as you come out of the room, I'm going to assume armed,
Of course.
great axe out.
Yep.
Yeah, I
You-
can see it.
You come out the front door and the door of your bedroom and the front door of the house creaks open. Make a wisdom save.
So that 10 plus 1. It's 11.
You take a step and you're frozen in place as Lord Cormion has casted Hold Person.
Oh.
So, the next one out of the room will be you, right, Nulara?
Oh, God. Okay. Okay, so I'm out of the room.
Okay.
Yeah, this-
So you come out.
Shit.
Tor, you may repeat the saving throw, because this is effectively going to be a new turn. You may repeat the saving throw if you want. You can try again.
18.
Oh.
Plus,
But he
plus
has
1,
plus
that's
one.
19.
DC's 20.
Oh, come
Ah.
on.
DC is 20. He's a high-level caster. Stay where you are, cleric. And he's just going to sit there and hold Tor. I'm assuming...
Then he noticed there's a puddle under me.
I want to make myself perfectly clear.
Am I in the room yet?
Yeah, I'll say at this point you've all come out. I just wanted to know what... Basically, I wanted to know who was going to get the hold person. Like, who was going to be the first one out.
Is he still outside?
He's in the threshold. He's in the threshold of the house. He's in the threshold of the front door.
Okay.
I want to yell out, I rescind your invitation to this house. You are no longer welcome.
So for the purposes of this, I'm going to say he can't cross the threshold. Okay. All right. I'm going to rule this. So in case anyone's saying, well, you know, the porch is part of the house too. Fuck off. He can't cross the threshold. Okay. So
I would like
line.
to, when I say it, I'm going to go like this with my staff.
Oh, that he'll really listen to that one.
Well, I'm being forceful.
He'll really get scared of that one.
No, like you shall not pass.
Tor, you feel the spell drop. You can
Okay.
move again.
You can move again.
Clever girl.
What did you have to say to us?
You will refrain from any further interference in my plans.
Or what?
As we look at you, right? As we all turn and look.
It's not a threat. It's just a general curiosity.
Well, as for you and the lot, I could use a few new brides. But perhaps you can watch me eviscerate the Goliath in front of you. Before that happens, you will refrain from interfering in my future plans. Better get used to me. I'm going to be staying in Whitebridge for quite a while.
And so are we.
Well, then we
Get up, you! Mom, please ask already.
Well, then we have reached a bit of a pickle, have we not?
We will still be here. You're not scaring us away.
I don't know if that makes you very brave or very stupid. Perhaps a bit of both. In any case, I have business to attend to in the city. I trust you will all stay out of it. We have an understanding. Good. Have a good night. I'll see myself out. And he closes the door.
Then we can make our plans. Whatever plans
What was
we
the hold
have.
again? What did he put on me?
It's a spell. It's called Hold Person. Basically paralyzes you.
We gotta find out how we can.
The invitation was quick thinking. That could have gone south real quick.
The what?
The invitation was quick thinking. The
I had
rescinding
my
of his
plan to
invitation.
do it, but
It was quick thinking. Okay. Fourth watch.
oh yeah, if anybody wants to go back to bed, go ahead.
Oh, sure. Because we're all sleepy now, aren't we?
I'm
Also,
going
I
back
think
to bed.
going forward, it's the buddy system.
Are you going to do a watch yourself?
Yeah, let's do the next watch.
Because you
Wanna go-
specifically wanted the second to last. You asked for that, so...
Yeah, because at 4 in the morning when he takes over, I was gonna go off and hear if I could see if I could hear any screaming in the night. But now I don't want to go by myself.
Oh, okay. Well, then we won't roll perception checks. Your watch passes. Your watch passes. The rest of the night goes by uneventfully.
But he doesn't. He does leave.
He leaves. He can't enter the house now.
Excellent. All right.
But I still think we should have a safe house anyway.
Oh,
absolutely.
absolutely.
That's
You know, at least have two places
Oh yeah.
That would be
different-
the trap. That house would be the trap since you
eventually, but not
And we
now.
should put all of our writings on flash paper.
On flash paper.
I smoked the flashlight.
No. Have you ever seen
Sounds
like that's what the
interesting, Mom.
guys used to do in like the 20s? They would write all their bookkeeping on flash paper so that if they heard a cop coming in, they would just take their cigarette
Oh.
out, put it on the paper, the whole desk would go up, and they'd be like, "No, I'm not a bookie. What are you talking about?"
Oh,
I never heard of that.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, they kept all their notes on flash paper.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And it went flash.
And I went,
right?
"Phew."
Yeah.
So what is everyone doing?
Well, I suggest that we should go back to the temple of the god of Elda. She gave us what we needed, so she knows something's coming down. they might be able to help us how we can bring him down.
Okay.
There's also something that I keep forgetting about, but I did write down, is the manifest of the boat. Right? We never went back and got that manifest.
You never went back to that scribe who was trying to transcribe it. No.
He was still working on it.
Yes,
She
she.
said it was going to be like a week, and it's been, in game time, it's been about a week now, right?
A little over, yeah.
All right.
That's an
So I would like to go and see what is on that manifest.
Okay, so you're not going to see Lady Strakeln.
Oh, jeez.
idea. I think we're gonna have to put her on the side for now.
I don't think she's that important right now.
I think. I'm just trying to think. Do you think that maybe
She's the
we
one
should
with the dream.
enlist the doctor's help in this, and tell him now who he is, what he is?
And maybe the doctor has some information.
Yeah,
So wait,
I don't-
Lady
you know,
Strickland is
I
what
don't know.
again?
Lady Strakeln is
I think that would be one of my plans.
one of the council members. She's been having really bad dreams about fire and a fire monster. So storyline wise, that is upsetting to me, and I want to see if I can help her in some way, because I used to have really bad dreams about fire.
Yeah.
Ah,
I'm gonna vote for that. I don't know if we're voting, but I think that anybody who's having like premonition dreams like that, I want to know what's coming, and I mean I think we should follow up on the manifest and that kind of stuff. But investigating that before that worsens might be a good plan.
That is true.
we're still
That's
deciding what
I'm-
we want
I'm-
to do, but
I'm kind of heading in my mind. I would much rather go to the woman with the bad dreams,
Okay, that's fine.
because that's something that's upsetting to me, and we've waited already like almost over a week now to
Okay.
even address it.
So you're going to Lady Ovina Strakeln's house?
Yes.
all right.
Okay. So what's the plan? Are you walking there? Are you taking your Uber? Are you magic carpet? What are you doing?
It doesn't matter. We can walk. How far is it?
Maybe an hour on foot.
Nah, take my Uber.
Gotta conserve your energy.
Me too.
Oh, so I can do my long rest?
Yes, long rest. Hit points are back. Spell slots are back. For those of you who spent hit dice yesterday, half of them are back. So
Yeah,
if you were to
have 4 now. I have 3.
3, if you were to short rest today, you can only have you only have 3 hit dice to roll.
Okay. To play with.
So that's
Gotcha.
Ember, Nulara, and Sashim. Tor and Umbra are full. You got all your hit dice back.
The lucky is a one-time use.
One-time use. Those do not come back.
Gotta get this.
I never used it.
You still have them.
You
then.
still have
Oh, okay.
They're good till the end of the day.
That's the end of the
They're
game.
good till the
Okay.
end of today's session. Yeah, they're good till the end of today's session. Okay. So your friend Wendell is going to drive you over to Lady Strakeln's house.
Doesn't Wendell have anything better to do than to drive us around? Isn't he
That's
like
his
super
job, isn't it?
amazing?
That's kind of his job. Yeah.
Yeah, that's his job.
Not necessarily you, but he's the driver for anyone who's going on official business. He's the official
We,
council and mayor's
But
driver.
like, let's say that he's Batman. Is he just gonna spend all day in the office, like not doing anything? So eventually, you gotta go be Batman.
Maybe his job allows him to keep eyes and ears throughout the city.
do we tell him of our visitor?
I think so.
Oh, he was listening before. Yeah, we could tell him that we rescinded
We can
our
discuss it.
investigation and we got a nice death threat, which we all knew was coming. So that's fine.
Everywhere we go.
Well,
Everywhere you go.
that's certainly discomforting.
Oh yeah, it was horrible.
Funny he didn't kill you though.
Why is
Oh
that?
yeah, that's
Why is
hysterical.
it not funny?
Well, makes me think. Why wouldn't he?
I don't think he can see. He can explain as to how we were slayed in the middle of the night without pointing the finger at himself.
So you got a bit of security. If he can kill you, he would have.
He didn't kill us now.
No, I'm sure he will at some point. But clearly he can't risk it yet. You got some time
So
on
are
your
we-
side.
So doesn't that make it seem that if we should get him as soon as we can, instead of waiting? We give him more time to plan our deaths.
No,
We're not.
Nulara, I don't think you're strong enough to kill him.
Okay.
We're not strong.
I went a little Lou there on the accent.
Then we need to get strong quickly. What do we have to do? What can we do to get up to a level?
To what?
Are you
A
metagaming?
level that we can
There's that Rocky Balboa
That's a
manual
little bit
floating
of a-
around somewhere.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
So that was a little bit of a.
That's
metagaming.
yeah, it's a bit
How do we
metagaming there.
get to a level in which we can kill him?
It's a little bit what?
Metagame.
Metagaming.
A little metagaming there.
It
I didn't go
Maria's
my
saying, How do I
distance.
get extreme?
No, you didn't. Yeah, she went the
Kill
distance
him.
with that one.
Oh no. No, I
We
didn't
go to
mean
a
that. I
dungeon and
meant
we just
literally
kill
in the
zombies
game.
until.
How do
until
we get to another? You know, we can
think we
fight
still have to
him.
go
I didn't
through
I
mean
think we
to
need
get.
to. I think we need to do
experience points?
research. We need to do research.
Okay, so
figure it out.
what? Where should we start with that research? Library, churches.
And to do that, that's exactly what we're doing now. We're gonna go to this woman with the dreams of fire and find out, does that have anything to do with it? How can we help her? Does that tie into his master plan and track down another piece of the puzzle?
Okay.
Okay, so who was actually sitting outside with Wendell relaying the info? Because 4 of you can sit inside, 1 of you has to sit out.
I'm probably outside because I'm big.
You're the
so.
biggest one, yeah.
Okay. On your way there, since you're outside the cart, make a perception check.
12.
Okay. Coming out of one of the shops as you're passing it in the cart, it's just you see people sort of recoiling and making a path. You see this creature step out of a shop. Looks like humanoid, but has these almost like goat-like legs, and is just clutching this like satchel and is just walking out of a shop, and people are just sort of recoiling and making a path for it.
Right.
It is a fey creature called a satyr.
Okay.
And we know that the veil between us and
The Feywild, as well as the Shadowfell, is very thin. So you see this satyr, and you just continue on, and eventually you arrive at the estate or the house of Lady Ovina Strakeln. It's not the most lavish mansion you've ever been to either, but it is obvious that a dwarf lives here. It's very dwarven in its architecture, these dwarven carvings on the pillars, very, lack of a better word, rustic, a lot of stonework.
And shorter.
And shorter, built for dwarf size.
Yeah.
So it's not. I mean, it's a little uncomfortable for you guys and for Tor, but it's not like gnome size either,
Okay.
where Tor would actually have to hunch.
Okay.
So
Oh,
it's
he can stand up.
he can stand up. It's a little claustrophobic for him, but
Okay.
he can stand up straight. Yes.
Okay.
And as you step up to the door, is these big dwarven brass handles. You knock on the door, and a few minutes later, a older dwarven woman opens it in like a maid's tunic. What can I help you?
Yes, we're here to see the lady of the house.
Oh, okay. Hold on 1 second. May I ask who's calling on, huh?
We
Concerned
are concerned, an interested third party. No, we're we are. See, I wasn't with you guys at the beginning, but what would you say? You're friends of the mayor, members of a committee that.
no, we are the mayor's Black Ops team.
No, we're not gonna say Black Ops right loud there.
We are the mayor's adventuring.
We are the mayor's adventuring
Oh,
party.
that's funny, Black
How about
Ops.
that?
Black Ops.
Okay. Hold on 1 moment.
That's black.
I like Black
I
Ops.
like Black Ops. I know.
Okay. Hold on 1 moment. I'll go fetch her.
We're quite nice. As she's walking away.
We don't bite.
She leaves, and she comes back a few minutes later, and this time she brings Lady Ovina Strakeln with her, who you all recognize. You've seen her around town business. You've seen her at the banquets. And she's dressed nice. She's got her fine robes on. She's got her hair done. But she looks like she hasn't slept in days.
Okay.
Thick bags under her eyes, bloodshot. Oh, yes. Good morning. What can I do for you? I only have a few minutes. I'm on my way out for council business. What can I do for you?
We would like to speak to you about something that we overheard in the banquet that we went to.
Oh, okay. What about?
Can we sit? Do you have a sitting room that we could sit in?
Sure. I have a few minutes. Come on inside.
I want to sit directly across from her, and I want to take her hands in mine, and I want to use my feature from my background of Haunted One, where I stare into her eyes and she sees my past and is aware
okay.
of
And the 1,000-yard stare.
The 1,000-yard
Okay.
stare. I can see the deepness of the soul of my eyes. Or
On your way into the sitting room, she just goes, Gunhilda, can you bring some tea and basic refreshments, please? Oh, right away, my lady. And the older dwarven woman walks away. Okay, and you sit down and you're taking her hand.
I'm not saying anything. I just want to take her hands and I want to like just look at her and let her know that we're here for her and that we're very serious and we want to help. And I'm hoping to convey that with just a message.
Help. You're not speaking, though.
Yeah, I'm not really speaking. I'm trying to be like that subtle like,
Okay,
we're here to help you.
Okay, what is this about?
And then I want to say, a few years ago, I started having very bad dreams.
With that, she shivers a little.
And dreams of fire every night.
She shivers again.
More and more fire.
You can feel her tensing up.
And if I see her tensing up, it's okay. Nothing can hurt you now. And I want to tell her I would experience these dreams, and I thought they were just bad dreams. And then one night I woke up and my whole house was in flames. And I overheard you say something at the party about bad dreams. So we want to know what we can do to help you.
Yes, mine are a little different than that. Every night, for about a week, it's been the same. I'm in a dark hallway, almost like a tunnel. And I walk toward this light source that's at the end, when suddenly these flames block my path, and I can't go any further. Or I turn to run the other way, and there's more fire, and pretty soon I'm surrounded.
I shiver at that point.
Okay. And then I panic. I don't know where to turn, and suddenly the fire in front of me parts, and out steps, I hesitate to call it a man. He's disfigured, almost as if he's been burned. His face is like half melted almost. And from his hand is protruding these like sharp appendages. And he laughs and he slashes at me. And I wake up. And this is the cycle that continues. I go back to sleep and I'm back in that tunnel. And it always ends with this creature.
When you wake up, do you smell smoke? Almost as if you were transported there?
I don't smell smoke, but if you'll allow me, I'd like to show you something. And she leaves the room. And a few minutes later, she comes back holding a nightgown. She goes, "This is what I wore last night." And she unfurls it, and you see 4 slash marks across the front of the nightgown.
Okay. Do you have scars on your body that match those knife marks?
Not yet, but I fear those are coming.
Okay. Do you think that if we were to stay in your bedroom as you went to go to sleep, and in your dream when it happens again, be able to somehow help you? I don't know how we would be able to help you in your own dream.
Make an Arcana check.
Oh, Lordy.
Just you. Because I believe you're the only one proficient, Ember.
Proficient smishmission when you roll a 2.
You have any luck left?
Oh, I do have some luck, babe. Ooh, a 7.
2.
Oh, that's a 9 right there, babe.
You've got no intelligence? Because that's
I'm proficient, but I have no intelligence.
Ay, coño.
I have no wisdom either. I am charismatic as all get out.
All right, now I'm stuck. Because okay.
What is the negative?
Strength.
I have no charisma.
Okay. Is anyone else proficient in Arcana?
No, I got a +2, but not a dot here.
You have a +2?
No. I have a +1.
1.
Oh, you have a -1. That's an intelligence. What's your plus?
It's a +2, but I'm not proficient.
Okay, but they're +2s. I'll allow you all to make the check. Just because I can't really drive the story forward unless someone makes the
Well,
check.
in reality, I did look to them and I go, well, what the hell do I do about this? So I
Okay,
guess
I'll allow
I'm
you.
asking
You can
for
make it
help.
too, Nulara.
16.
Oh, I have 1.
19.
Plus 1.
You can make the check.
What? You want me to
Roll a d20, yeah. What'd you get, Umber?
19. Wait, are we adding our proficiency? Or
Yes.
just our roll?
Yeah,
A
you-
19.
Wait a minute. I'm
Got
just adding the Arcana, right?
Yes.
15.
15. Okay, they all made it.
All
All right.
They all made the check. Victoria didn't make the check.
You've all heard like not bedtime stories, but like the kind of stories, scary stories kids tell it to each other to scare each other. You've heard of creatures like this. They're called glunders.
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 Like blunders with a G.
With a G.
L.
It's a type of like rogue demon that can
lovely.
haunt dreams and make a psychic connection with its target.
Nice.
So it exists somewhere in the world. If any of you say this aloud.
In order to fight it or to sever the connection, you have to find a way into that person's dream realm. Essentially, you'd have to find a way to be put to sleep with her along the same time
Wait a minute.
and like enter her dream world. All of you putting your heads together and discussing with her, you gather that the best way to... You have to find a way to like fall asleep with her and make some kind of psychic connection. And then maybe
Fall
you'll...
asleep with her.
And then that way you'll be...
In the same room or snuggling?
Not necessarily snuggling, but
All of us?
whoever wants to go with her.
I don't want to go alone.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
I don't think we should all be
Yeah, we should be all be
together
together.
anyway. Look what happened with us,
Yeah.
you know?
We're better together than single
Isn't there a song Better Together?
as a team.
Okay, so
How?
So we'll get chairs, and Victoria will lay next to her. Is this what we're talking about? So that if they fall asleep, or if she falls asleep,
Who's gonna watch us when we're sleeping?
we're not
You-
falling asleep.
there are ways that you can do it. There's spells that'll put you to sleep. There's potions you can buy that'll put you to sleep. So,
Oh.
But somebody has to stay up anyway.
No.
Watch on watch you talking about.
Yeah.
Why would somebody need to stay on watch? Because of Cormier?
Yeah.
Of course. So why don't we
That'd be
take
hilarious if we all wake up and Cormier's standing over. Go away.
Yeah.
Why don't we?
I want to ask her if Lord Cormion has ever visited her address, her home.
we've gone past it, but I don't believe he's ever been inside of it.
Have you ever welcomed him into your house?
I've never come across that situation before. Well, why do you ask about Lord Comion?
I don't know. We were supposed to have dinner with him the other night, and it didn't go well, so I was just curious.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
That's fine. Anyway,
So nobody told him to come in. Okay.
nobody's ever allowed him in.
Yeah, I invited him in. Yeah. Okay.
So
I
I
still
say
am
we
very
tell,
uncomfortable.
I say we tell the housekeeper to watch over us, and if anybody comes to knock on the door,
You won't be
and
able. You won't be able to fall asleep naturally. You all just woke up an hour ago from a night's rest.
We're gonna go buy some potions.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're gonna have to.
And I still think somebody should stay awake.
Why don't we ask Wendell? Maybe he knows somebody
Or
that
Wendell
can watch
himself.
over us, or go to the doctor and see if he knows somebody that can watch over us if we all have to go and fall asleep.
That's a really good idea. I mean, we could just ask Wendell to watch over us,
Yeah, but can he fight?
As long as he has a mouth that he can wake us.
and as long as he can say, "No, Lord Cormion, you're not welcome here."
You know, he'll have to wake us. That's all. He can wake us.
Yeah. You going out to get Wendell? Who's going out to talk to him?
I'm gonna go out and get Wendell, but we also need to figure out: are we all gonna go buy potions, or is just me? I'm just gonna go run to the store and grab some diapers. Like, what's going on?
No, apparently we all have to sleep, right?
I guess.
And we have to talk to Wendell to watch over us.
Wait a minute. If we all fall asleep and we're in this dream and we encounter anything nefarious,
Mm-hmm.
can we fight?
Only one way to find out.
Oh,
Shit.
Who's going out to talk to Wendell?
I'm gonna go out to Wendell and I'm
Okay.
gonna say, "Hey, I need a medicine shop.
What for?
I need some sleep aid."
He raises an eyebrow at that. I can help with that. What you planning?
Her dreams are haunting her, and we've kind of all discovered together as one large group that we need to all take a nap with her and help her out.
Hop in.
Okay. How far away are we going?
Maybe about 10 minutes. He
Okay.
takes you over to the estate of the doctor,
Oh.
who is making his way down the walkway, apparently getting ready to begin his day, whatever he had planned.
Uh-huh.
And he's just chewing on an apple, throwing it, catching it. Oh, good morning, Wendell and Ember. Off on business early this morning, I see.
Yes, I need some Ambien.
Ambien, sleep aid, you
Yes,
say.
sleep aid.
You noodles him?
Yep. And if you happen to have anybody who can stand over us and make sure that nobody attacks us while we're in our sleep.
Oh, I think Wendell and I can handle that. What do you say, Wendell? Sure, boss. Hold on 1 second. Allow me to return to the house. He walks back up to his house. About 15 minutes later, he comes out because it's that long of a walk, and he's got a little satchel with him, and he just hops right in the cart. All right, Wendell. He's dressed in the
Is he wearing pants?
purple and gold. His purple and gold
Okay.
theme.
What do you think he was in his pajamas?
And all right, Wendell, back to the house. So you return back to Lady Straklen's house. Been about a half hour. Ember comes back, and following inside this time when she re-enters is behind her is Wendell and the doctor. Good morrow, everyone. Good morrow. I understand you need some assistance in a sleep mission. It sounds rather interesting. Well, I believe myself and Wendell can help, and I've got a little reinforcement here if we don't have quite enough. Who is going to need the aid?
Put up your hand, Tor.
We all do.
I think
All
we're
right, then.
going in.
We're all going in.
Lady Strakeln, and he bows. I do not think you'll need any assistance, milady. Just lie back, and he puts his hand on her, and she lay back.
And she falls.
Allow them to handle this. For the purposes of it, we'll just say you all take potions. They last 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
And now this woman's already asleep, right?
Already asleep.
Okay.
Okay. You all feel some sort of... You're in like a dark void. But you do feel like a psychic tether. That you can almost... Not read thoughts, but you can sense other consciousnesses there with you.
I yell out, anybody there?
You hear it. The four of you. You all hear her voice.
I can't see them, though.
Until the tunnel forms. And slowly this little pearl-sized bead of light in the distance pierces the darkness, way far away.
My lady, is that
Grows a
you?
little bit. And before you know it, you do find yourself all standing there. You're in a row inside this tunnel. And Lady Strakeln is there with you as well.
So all 6 of us are in a line?
Yep, you're also all 6 in a line.
And the tunnel is...
And it's
that
weird
wide.
because depth time is sort of like in flux. It's a weird kind of inception thing going on. And there's the tunnel, and next to you, Ember, Lady Ovina Strakeln, you can feel her. She's almost shaking.
I put my arm around her to steady her.
She just reaches up and like taps you like this.
After today, you will have no more problems. Just stay strong for us and stay back.
And you begin to progress, and you begin to move toward that light. Or maybe that light begins to move towards you. You're not really sure. It's hard to tell. And after a minute, that wall of fire bursts up in front of you, and it blocks your path. And you can feel like, and this is how it starts. This is how it starts. And she begins shaking.
I'm going to say, stay behind Tor.
Stay behind Tor. Stay behind Tor. And you can see she's really not doing well with this at all. And you can feel movement and heat behind you, and you turn, and you are now all encircled. There's this large circle of fire that just encompasses all of you. Formless, bodiless. You hear a... and the flames on the side by Nulara.
Cast dragon breath on myself.
Okay. On the side by Nulara open up, and out walks a tall, slender, humanoid figure. Head, 2 arms, 2 legs, torso, but elongated, sort of a Slender Man thing going on. You brought friends this time with you, did you, Ovina? What
Cold.
type? Cold.
Just in case.
Okay. What does he have to... It's a...
Deck save.
Okay.
He's
16.
within 15 feet of me.
If you want to wait till he gets to within 15 feet.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll just sell 16.
14.
Okay, so he takes half.
Oh, good roll. 16 damage total.
16 is what you rolled?
Yeah.
8. So he takes 4.
How?
Wait a minute. If you take 6,
Do you have
16
resistance
is
against
an
cold?
He's resistant to cold.
8. Ah.
Why is he surrounded by fire then? Oh, now I'm mad. That was a waste of a spell.
Shh. Well, that was cute.
Oh boy.
And he raises the one hand that he was holding to his side. He raises it up, and you can see 4 sharp appendages
Oh.
coming where where there should be fingers. There are 4 dagger-like appendages coming out of his hand. That will be initiative rolls, guys.
So angry right now. Oh my god.
Save that for your roll so you can roll high.
Move that up here. All right, Ember,
20.
New Laura.
2.
Sorry, Sashi,
15.
Tor,
7.
Umbra.
23.
Damn it.
Fucking
Damn.
rogues. Fucking rogues, man. All right, rogues are going first, surprising nobody.
Okay. So we've already attacked him. Is that what happened?
I hit him with dragon breath.
Mm-hmm.
I pretty much spit ice at him, and he went, cool.
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 Huh?
Yeah.
And we're just standing in a long, I guess, vision hallway kind of a thing. It's like
Yes.
there's nothing.
Well, now you're in.
around. It's
Now
just,
you're in. It's we'll say a 30-foot radius
Uh-huh.
of fire on it, in basically a ring.
But
Thir-
he's inside the ring.
He's
with
inside
us?
the ring with you. Yes.
Okay. Okay. I first want to scream at him. Who do you work for, or who's your master?
You gonna use an action for that?
Can't I talk to him without using action?
Not if you want a conversation. You can yell things out, but what if you want is an actual like he'll answer you like a conversation? That'll be an action. You can yell things out like "fuck off" as you stab him,
Oh, yeah.
but if you want an actual like get information out of him, that's an
All right,
action.
maybe we'll get information out of him later. We'll see how the battle goes. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to short bow,
Okay.
and I will do nothing.
As you fire it, you can actually see his form sort of flickers, and the arrow passes through.
It passes through him.
It passes through because he sort of like jumps.
Oh, okay, got it. All right.
Better luck next time. Holding up the dagger-like fingers. Is that your action? That your turn?
Yeah, I'll help Tor.
Okay, bonus action, help Tor. Got it. Ember, you're up.
I am going to recast Dragon Breath, but now I'm choosing Lightning.
Okay.
Dex save, please.
16.
God damn it.
Damn.
See if he takes all of this. 16 damage.
He takes 4.
I'm fucking done with this. I want to go home. Wake me up! I'm done!
It was your idea.
I'm sorry.
Lightning?
Yeah,
Lightning?
we're all standing in this ring of fire.
Resistant to lightning?
So
He's
ice
resistant to a
nothing.
lot of things.
Well, I have assumed so. When you're resistant to cold and lightning, and I'm gonna guess fire, since you fucking walked through it.
Yeah, that would be.
I've angered my wife, podcast listeners.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, I'm so angry.
Okay. Is that your turn? Oh boy. It's okay, Sashim, you're
Can I
up.
roll a perception check to see... Does he look like he's resistant to anything? Like, what's going on? He's resistant to metal, isn't he?
You can make an Arcana check.
Yeah, I'm gonna make an Arcana check.
Okay then. Wow.
He's not happy right now.
Not a happy camper.
11.
You, not sure. That's a demon.
It's a demon.
You know that demons inherently have a significant amount of resistances.
I think fire is one of them. But either way, I want to back up with the lady And I want to pull her back behind me.
Okay.
And I want to say, go Gorim. Tor Gorim.
Okay.
Tor,
Suching, you're up.
him.
Yes. Okay.
So angry right now since he's like
Hulk scream.
everything I'm throwing at him.
Okay, how far away is he?
Everybody was within 30 feet of him.
Within 30 feet. I'll do a booming blade on him.
Okay.
And I'll go after him with the great sword and see where it leads me. Oh, that's a little better. 22?
22 hits.
Oh!
By the way, I've been rolling amazing damage for that jab and breath.
One, I'm rolling again. I got a 4 here. Just put it there.
Okay.
Just rolling this again. 8 damage.
8. You rolled 6 and he...
Oh,
6 plus
4
4 is
is
10.
10. I'm sorry.
10. So he'll take 5.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Wait, I'm sorry. To her weapon?
My great sword.
Your great sword.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a special great sword, right?
It's a great sword, of course. It's special. It's my sword.
I meant, is
there
it
are many
magical?
swords, but this one is mine.
That should be a shirt. That should be a Family that Games Together shirt.
There should
It's not a special great sword. It's a great sword. Of course it's special.
It's a great sword.
It's a
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That was very good.
And Booming Blade is on him, so I gotta remember that.
Yes.
Okay. He goes now. Roll me a d8 because he's gonna take the Booming Blade damage.
Oh.
He's gonna willingly take it.
Oh, really?
6.
6, so he'll take 3. Because that's thunder damage.
Thunder, huh?
Oh dear.
Now, where he was, he just pops out and jumps over, and now he's standing right in front of you, Nulara.
Lovely.
Let's see how you do without your Band-Aid box.
Oh.
And he's swinging the claw at you, Nulara.
Band-Aid box. Call me a Band-Aid box.
You killed our Band-Aid box, didn't you?
You killed me.
This is gonna be bad.
Told you.
Oh.
Okay, we're gonna do this one at a time.
What?
First off, what's your hit point maximum?
My hit point maximum is 30.
Killer.
Okay. You start off by taking 8 points of slashing damage,
You got this. You got this.
followed by
What?
4 points of acid damage, followed by 7 points of fire damage, followed by 4 points of necrotic damage, followed by 8 points of psychic damage, and that should put you at 0. You are unconscious. I do need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
How far away is she from me?
You're all within. You're all. Yeah. You're all.
Well, I said I backed up.
You're all within your movement of each other.
We have healing potions and stuff. Right?
And since everything I'm doing is kind of...
Wow.
Oh, wow, she's angry.
She's very angry. 8.
Plus your Constitution. It's not going to be
I
enough.
think that was 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your hit point maximum is reduced by 4 until you long rest. So your new hit point maximum is 27.
It's what?
27 until you finish a long rest. You can only heal up to 27.
Oh, thank you.
As this thing jumps over to Nulara, and Nulara spins, and there are 4 deep gouges cutting her. And as she hits the ground and you look down at her, you could see one of the slashes is burbling like acid. One is smoking as if it was hit with fire.
Well, shit.
Oh, no!
One looks withered and like decaying as if necrotic.
Yeah.
And the other one is just bleeding profusely.
How
So
many
he gave
different
me-
types are there? 5?
4.
4?
Well, if you count the slashing damage, 5. Because you also took psychic damage just from him touching you.
So fire, acid, necrotic, and
Psychic.
just bleeding.
Psychic and slashing. Tor, you're up.
Right.
And he's resistance to lightning
And cold.
and
fire.
cold.
And fire. Obviously.
We're gonna guess fire.
You haven't tried fire yet, but
No.
Tor, you're up.
Alright, rage.
Okay.
Rage.
Never a bad choice.
Rage, I'm gonna swing tomahawk on him.
Okay, do it.
18, 20.
20 hits.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
18.
18. So he'll take 9. Not quite as much damage as Tor's used to doing
So
on a
he's
hit like
resistant
that.
to that?
Nulara, make a death save.
That's probably the same.
So roll a d20, and you need a 10 or above. It's a race to 3 passes or 3 failures. 9, that's 1 failure. Nulara fails 1 death save.
Oh boy.
It's alright. You're gonna be okay.
Umbra, back to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try my short bow.
Okay.
Oh yay! 16 plus 6, 22.
Hits.
Okay, that hits. And I guess I get my sneak because we're all like.
Tor's fighting it, so yeah, you get your sneak.
Okay.
Do it!
Okay, so that's 12 plus 4, 16.
16, so he takes 8.
So even piercing versus slashing doesn't make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what I thought. Bonus action attacking. Well, you're raging, so you don't need it. So
Right.
I'll give it to Sasha.
Okay.
What do I get?
You get advantage
on your next
on
roll.
your next attack, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Ember, you're up.
I'm pretty sure you have the greater healing potion, Nulara.
Yes, I do.
Alright, I'm gonna run over, grab it,
Yeah.
grab it off of her body, and shove it down her mouth.
Okay.
Alright.
Roll.
Is it
Oh, you said a greater?
greater?
Roll 44 and add 4.
4.
44 plus 4.
Come on, the 4s.
They're pains in the ass, aren't they?
They're not easy to roll. 10, 11, 12 plus 4. 16?
16. Nulara, you're awake with 16 hit points.
I'm awake.
Yeah, as Ember feeds you a healing potion.
Oh, okay.
And I'm gonna tell her, I'm gonna say to you, spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon. I can repeat.
All right, I'll allow it. You've seen her cast it before.
I've seen
I'll
her
allow
cast it
Okay.
before.
I'll
And
allow
I see that only that spell worked. She was unconscious, so I'm trying to help her without her
Wait,
mitigating.
what happened?
Nothing.
Did I get something?
No,
Oh.
I forget what kind of damage it does, but
Radiant.
it does radiant damage.
You're up, Session.
Which might be the only thing that might hit this guy.
Okay, I'm gonna try again with my great sword, but no.
There are 3 types of damages he's not resistant to. 3. I won't tell you which ones. I'll let you guys figure it out. But there's 3 that he'll take all of it.
Normally, demons take radiant, which is why I'm gonna release my wings as soon as I can.
18?
18 hits.
Alright. 10.
10, he takes 5. As you're all cutting into him, but everything is just nibbling. You're all just nibbling at him.
It's gonna be a long battle.
He goes now. Where's my D10s? Where are my D10s? I want my blue blankie.
What?
2, 3, 4. So he shimmers away from you, Tor. Pops next to you. I think we'll do the caster next. And this time he's going for a stab straight in with the appendages. I don't think a 10 hits you.
No! I'm a 12!
As he goes to stab straight in, Ember goes, whoa! And ducks her head.
And you say everyone around me is going, hot damn, I didn't even get it. Everyone's impressed right now.
Rolled a 3. That's poo-poo. All right, that's basically what he's got. Tor, back to you.
Swinging my axe at him.
Okay. Hey, so you're all within your movement of each other, so you
Yeah.
can run back over to him.
Your axe out.
Yeah. 20.
Hits, yes, most certainly.
Excellent.
16.
16.
He
Total?
rolled a 10. Yeah, he rolled a 10.
Okay. He's starting to look a little rough. You see pieces like that are shimmering. Nulara, you may do some things now. Spiritual weapon. What form would you like your spiritual weapon to take?
I have to think about it. 17.
On the die? You got him on the dice. So yeah, what? It could be anything from a maul to a chancleta.
From a mall?
Like a 2-handed warhammer.
Oh.
It's supposed to represent your god, blah, blah, blah. I always made it something funny. Like when it was the Hydra, I used the thin piano wire so I could garrote him. Like,
Oh my god.
like it's supposed to be your flair.
You can do whatever you want.
Oh yeah? A dagger.
A dagger.
Right in his eyeball.
Okay. Okay.
Wow.
Roll me a d8 and add your wisdom modifier, please.
She's all about the eyeballs.
She is all about the eyeballs. Even with your old character,
love
Mom,
it.
you were all about the eyeballs.
Yes.
'Cause it's
right in
squishy.
there. Because it goes right into the brain.
Oh, clearly. Of course.
Clearly, that's what
Of course.
happened.
Why wouldn't you? I mean, as you
8
do.
and what
And
is
she's
it?
laughing.
Your wisdom modifier. You roll an 8?
I did.
4. There you go. 12. And for the first time this combat, he
12.
takes full damage on something.
Hey!
As the radiant damage has hurt him the most.
Radiant.
Radiant damage.
That, yeah. There's only 3 types of damage he's not resistant to. That's one of them.
Okay, so what happened there to his thing?
That's the eye.
Oh, for God's
You
sake,
see
he
it.
pulls it out?
Well, it stabs him, and he took the damage. But
Didn't go into his brain and stop his brain?
okay, now you're asking for too much over there.
It got his eye really
Back
good.
to the top of the order, Umbra.
Damn.
Okay.
Vicious woman, vicious.
Brings up a...
Lance sergeant.
I said the dagger should have...
Oh,
boy.
it's a
20.
screwdriver.
20 hits. 20 hits.
Okay. 9 or 13.
13.
Is he starting to take full damage?
Not on that.
Not on that.
No.
Took 6.
So it's the best I got.
What did you get?
So,
The good
'cause
bow?
I don't have any spells. What?
You did a bow?
Yeah, I hit him with the bow.
Okay.
And I'll help you when you go next.
Ember.
Okay.
Definitely releasing my wings. I am going to chromatic orb.
Okay.
And what else do I... Thunder.
Okay.
Oh, and I also have to... Releasing my wings is a full action, so I'm also doing sorcery points to give myself a quicken. And then I'm going to chromatic orb.
Got it. Okay.
Just
Roll
for
to hit.
Mechanical aspect of it.
You have to move back for that, don't you?
Chromatic orb.
The range is 90 feet.
Well, is he that close to me?
You're the last one he attacked.
So yeah, I guess.
Well, it's a ranged attack, so you'd be at disadvantage. Or you can move back,
Fine.
and he'll take an attack of opportunity.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Your call.
All right, I'm going to use a lucky point to remove the disadvantage.
Also an option. Okay.
Okay, it's my last lucky.
Okay.
Ooh.
His 8
14.
just hits.
Oh, shit.
I was gonna say his AC is not bonkers. He doesn't have a great AC.
All right, so 14 to hit, 3d8 plus 4 radiant.
Plus 4 radiant. So 3d8 done. So the dice is thunder.
The
Plus
dice
4
is
radiant.
thunder plus
Okay.
4 radiant.
That's important. Okay.
I know, that's why I'm specifying. Oh my god, look at this damage. 17
17.
thunder.
16. So he takes 8 thunder and 4 radiant.
I thought he was going to take the thunder.
11. Well, he's looking bad. He is not. He's the opposite of good right now. He's just yelling out these grunts and sashim.
I think that's Vin's way of saying he's at half his hit points.
Okay.
Because normally, if let's say we go 6
said you were
rounds,
gonna
after
help.
the 3rd round he goes, he's not
Laura?
looking good.
Did you
But
say
he
you were
still
going to
lasts.
help?
Yeah. So I'm
You gotta
like,
look over here, and then
So
Look at me, look at me.
She's gonna use this.
what, the 2
Look at me,
d20s?
look at me, look
Two
at me.
d20s and take the higher.
Okay. Oh, that's just terrible. 15?
Hits.
Really?
Yeah. 14 hits. So
And it's with the great axe, so I might as well do it. Or sword. Great
Assy?
sword.
I'll try acid next.
okay.
13.
13, 12, 6. Oh, so close.
Oh,
So close, but still on his feet. He shadow jumps again. Over to you. Over to you, Umbra. And down will go the halfling. Yeah, that's a 24 to hit. So you take 4 slashing damage,
okay.
followed by
this is when it gets silly.
8 points of acid damage,
Here we go.
followed by 8 points of fire damage, followed by 10 points of necrotic damage,
Oh, man.
and finally 7 points of psychic damage.
Okay, so that's what, 16, 20, 37?
Mm-hmm.
You're out?
Yeah, I'm done.
Ugh.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Cooked.
6.
What is your hit point maximum?
31.
Until you long rest, it's 21. It's minus the necrotic damage. She took 10. Tor.
My goodness. I'm gonna swing at him.
Okay.
Batter up style.
Okay.
22.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Damage.
Kill one.
17.
Takes 8. Want to call your shot, Tor?
Oh!
Baby.
I'm gonna come up with an uppercut. Cut him starting from the groin up.
Oh!
I thought Mom was bad.
As
That's
Tor
that
leaps
was-
leaps
wow.
over, puts his feet over Umbra so he can't hit Umbra anymore, and he cuts straight up with this uppercut shot, and this dream demon figure kind of splits into two, straight up. There's no blood coming out from anywhere because it's almost like concentrated shadow,
Right.
but you can hear this as it just kind of pirouettes almost and just melts away into the shadows surrounding you.
Yay! Tor!
And it just kind of sinks into shadows, and the flames die down, and you all wake up back in this family room.
Did she wake up?
You're still unconscious.
Yeah.
Heal.
I
And you can
have
just see she's... What?
a potion of greater healing.
I would
Give her.
I would recommend at this point let the cleric do it. Her spell slots will come back. Your potion will be gone.
Okay.
Just helping you guys with tactics.
No,
That's the one they use, right? The healer's kit?
No, you're going to use Cure Wounds.
Oh, cure wounds, sorry. Cure wounds. Okay, I'm going to use cure wounds.
Cure wounds, first or second level.
Oh, yeah. Second level.
Yeah. 2d8s. Let's start with that.
Yep.
New Laura's just like, let me. I've got this. It's okay. Because what do we know? We know that's 4 on the dice. Plus your wisdom modifier.
4.
So 8. Okay. Plus 2. Because you're a life cleric and you're cool like that. So 10. Plus you upcast it at the second level. So it's another 2. You heal 12, Umbra.
Okay.
You're awake with 12. You rolled 4. And you healed 12.
Yeah, that is good.
It's ridiculous.
She was a bad kid.
And I completely forgot because I used my spell instead of my healing hands.
That's all good.
But I'll give you my 4 points. Zink! You get
Okay.
4
So you're awake with 16, Umbra.
There you go.
She puts 4 points of Asmar power into you.
Are my wings still out?
Sure. You just hit with the-
Oh, sorry, everyone. That was inappropriate. I apologize. Put that away.
You can see Ovina is in a cold sweat. And she's, oh my goodness. Do you think that's over?
Yes.
Please wait here. Allow me to say thank you. Perhaps I'll get a good night's sleep tonight. And she leaves the room, and she comes back with this like brass chest almost. My father used to be an adventurer. Perhaps I can help you.
Uh-oh.
And she opens up this chest. The chest is almost as big as she is. She's like having a hard time with it. She puts it down and opens it up and basically just hands it over to you.
Okay.
She kind of just shoves it over to you,
Yeah.
the collective you.
The ominous you.
I also have one more thing from my father's days. My father was a fighting type like these two. Hold on. And she disappears in the back room. If you go through the chest,
Okay.
it has 850 gold in it.
Nice.
Wow.
There is a rolled up tapestry inside of it.
The tapestries?
With many tapestries. It depicts what you gather to be the founding of the city. There's like the original like folks there and stuff like that. It looks like it's worth anywhere from 250 to 500 gold, ballparking it. There's also a little vial with a potion in it.
Okay. What color?
Looks clear.
Okay. Anything else?
Yes, she comes back in the room and she is holding, once again, she's like dragging it behind her. She goes, I've been keeping this in a closet. I thought maybe it would come in handy one day. I don't know how to use it, but perhaps one of you can. And she is carrying with her a very, very nice, shiny halberd.
Halbert.
And she just reaches that out to you. Ember, you can make an Arcana check on the potion and on the halberd.
Halberd.
What is that?
Halberd, it's kind of the thing, it's basically a long spear, but it has a little axe blade on the end of it, and then a little, almost like a sharp dagger type point on the other end of it. And you could, it's a reach weapon, you could use it like a spear, you could slash with it.
Have you ever seen the guards at Vatican City?
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
what
That.
they have.
What they carry, yeah.
Oh, I was trying to get a feel. Okay.
It's a big two-handed weapon.
For a minute, I thought it was something like the
They
Dothraki,
stand
but
there
the
with, like, the
Dothraki is like a
big-
scythe.
That's like a sickle almost, yeah.
Right.
No, it's not a
Okay.
halberd.
I got it.
What do you got over there?
I rolled 2 18s, so 20 on both.
Okay, I forgot my scissors, so I'm just gonna
Give me the whole thing.
give you the whole thing.
Mm.
The potion and the weapon are both on there.
Weapon of
Pole, right?
wounding.
Yeah, it would count as a polearm, yeah.
The potion is either for me or
Oh, wait a minute.
Nulara.
Sure.
Potion. 5th level. What does that mean?
Up to 5 levels worth of spells. So you could recover a second
Damn.
level and 2 third and 3 first levels,
2 seconds and a first.
2 seconds in the first, yeah. But it's an action to drink. Podcast listeners, that's a homebrewed magic item. That is a potion of spell recovery.
All right. Are we ready? You guys are gonna fight over this weapon, so you guys gotta pick who gets
Yep.
it. For me and you, this is a potion of spell recovery. And it can recover up to 5 levels of spell. It's an action to drink, but then when you do, you get more spells back.
Oh.
So let's say we're in a situation where someone desperately needs healing, but you're out of spells,
Right.
you could drink it.
Oh.
If
I
there's
go on
some
with 2
situation where
weapons
I'm
if
out
I
of
wanted to.
spells and
Right now?
we're still
Yeah.
in the middle of a battle,
Yeah.
I'll
Oh,
drink
you
it.
and him can
So like
settle.
we can both share.
No problem.
If you attempt to bond with a third, you gotta break a bond with the one of the
So you can
first
bond
two.
with 2.
All right, so this is what I can kind of see from this weapon of wounding. I'm just going to hand it to you. But from what I can see is every time you wound somebody with this creature, on their turn, it looks like they take a d4 necrotic damage for each time you've wounded it. So let's say you've hit 3 times with it, they're going to take 3 d4s on their turn. They can make a con save to end the effect. Hit points lost when this weapon's damage can only be regained through a short or long rest, not regeneration, magic, or any other means. So, like, if it was like a mage or something, they couldn't heal themselves, and it's necrotic. There you go. But that's mine. I'm gonna take that.
It's effectively the wounds that you cut with them will continue to bleed out.
Right. It's a cool weapon. What do you want to do?
It's a martial weapon, so either of you could use it, or you could, if neither
Yeah,
of you
for
were
sure.
interested, you could always sell it. So
No, I don't want to sell it.
I'm just saying.
I didn't read all the details of it.
Any
It's just
items
kind
I
of
give
like-
you, you are under no obligation to use. By all means, you could sell it for gold.
How
So
much would this be worth? Oh, we have to
you
get a
can
price?
you can go check out.
Okay.
Do you want it?
Yeah, I'll take it.
You'll take it? Well, you're
But
totally
now
able
you're
to-
also gonna go and get your axe, so you gotta pick.
Oh, yeah, well, when I go and get my axe.
Yeah.
He could always either give the axe to her, or,
Yeah.
or he could give that to her and keep the axe.
Well, because you both can wield a great weapon, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, there you
Simple martial weapons, they can basically use anything.
go.
Or you keep that until your other weapon is
Yes.
ready, and we'll work something out.
No problem.
Alright.
That was weird. It was something I didn't want to do.
Did everyone catch it? That was my Freddy Krueger?
Yes.
Okay.
You didn't
I was-
catch it?
I thought it was Inception, to be honest.
Oh, with the dreams? No,
The
I
dreams.
thought the claw would give it away. I thought the
I was, you know what I was
would give it
thinking?
Plus, I
When
was
he
I was
said-
trying to talk like Freddy.
When he said that he was gonna cut it from the button, I was like, "Oh, but that nice, cute little hat. Can I keep that hat?" Like, I completely pictured Freddy in my
Yeah.
head. Well, you said he was
You're
burned with
different,
fire, or what were the 3 resistances?
The 3 things that he wasn't resistant to:
Yes.
psychic,
Okay, I can't do
force,
that. Can't do that.
and radiant.
Oh,
Were the
what's-
only things he wasn't resistant
What's
to.
radiant?
Radiant is like God.
It's like it's
angel.
like the power of the sun.
So when my wings are out, which because I'm an angel, when my wings are out, that's the holiness. So that's radiant.
So we're back at the lady's house. She gave us the weapons. We're awake. She's awake. Everybody's happy.
Should
La
we,
la 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 la.
should we wait while she goes and takes another nap and make sure that she's okay?
She's gonna leave. She's got council business, as she said.
Okay.
Which I'm already late
do you
to,
do a lot of
but-
business with Corbion?
Oh, we've been showing him around the city. He's been buying some properties.
Oh, really?
Has
What
he ever
properties?
gifted you anything?
Gifted me? No, he's never gifted me anything.
Mm.
Properties, he's looking to buy some storefronts. He wants to bring in some goods from Wildenheim.
What kind of goods? Did he tell you?
Wine, trade commodities. He's asking us for a look into office space for him as well.
Is he looking for anything along the lines of farmland, dirt, agriculture?
Not that I know of.
Okay, we were just curious.
How much has he bought already? Do you
He's
know?
bought a few properties already.
All in the same area, or is it scattered?
It's all been in the upper city. He's interested mostly in commercial properties.
Have the deeds been recorded?
Yes, everything is down at my office. See, she's getting a little curious now.
I'm gonna try to like wink at you and be like, all right, got it.
Are you sure you're feeling better?
Would you like us to
I'm-
escort you to your office just so like, you feel a little bit better? Wendell can drop you off on his way while we're on our way home.
Oh, okay. I feel pretty good. I'm confident I might actually get a good night's sleep tonight.
Me too.
Well, we're thankful that you're feeling better, and please let us know if anything is out of the ordinary. Then you can always know to call upon us if you feel that you or maybe perhaps someone you know isn't feeling well.
Oh, I certainly will. Now that
My sister, I love you.
that was well done. Nice seed planted.
Very well.
Oh, I absolutely
Gotta
will.
start
You can.
cultivating people,
I know,
otherwise
I
we're
know.
never gonna get anywhere.
You were very helpful.
Would you like a ride?
Oh, if you're offering, sure, that could be nice.
Yes, no problem.
She's going to a vacant building in the upper city, where she said she's going to meet the rest of the council there.
She's
Wendell,
not going to our office?
at the moment, no, she's not going to her office. So Wendell will drop her off there.
With the rest of the council, that means our dear Lord may be there.
Well,
Should we hop off
as
secretly and hang out and see what they talk about?
you can if you want, but when he drops off Lady Ovina, the doctor also gets out of the carriage. I've always liked this part of the city.
Okay.
Thank you,
got it.
Wendell. And he tosses Wendell a silver piece.
I run up right next to Wendell and I'm like, put my hands out like, I work for you too.
To Wendell? You do that?
No,
No,
to Samuel.
I'm sorry, work for me. I don't believe you work for me.
Aww.
If you're interested in a job-
Shrug and walk away.
Oh, I'm sorry if I offended you. I don't believe you work for me. Oh, that's a good breaking point. The Family That Games Together would like to take a moment to thank some of our sponsors. MasterOfTheGameProject.com, a blog dedicated to learning more about our favorite hobby, specifically the people who create the adventures that us gamers love to play. The Deck of Many, making quick reference cards for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, including weapons, NPCs, monsters, and spells, among others. Pre-order your animated spell cards today at deckofmany.com. Tabletop Loot, some of the best quality and best priced dice that we at the Family That Games Together have ever seen. Find them at tabletoploot.com. One can never have too many dice. And the Nerd Asylum, a group of amazing people playing a wonderful campaign called the Autumnford Chronicles. Check them out at thenerdasylum.com. To find out more about becoming a sponsor for the Family That Games Together, head over to our Patreon at the D&D Grandma on Patreon. A pledge of just $1 a month gets you access to Patreon-exclusive content, including interviews with the players, narrated fanfiction, and other goodies. Thank you for listening, and keep on rolling.